Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Seraph Syndrome. I am your DM and host, Danny, also known as Fungifisheye, and I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, if you guys would like to say hi.
Hello, I'm Noelle. I play Stella Starweaver.
Hello, I'm Tiny and I play Akia Selene.
And let us get right into the session. On the last session of Seraph Syndrome, our party halted their journey across the dunes in the morning. Gully, realizing that he couldn't steer the ship without navigation, let go of the wheel without anyone noticing. Aki and Stella chose to pursue conversations with Arteno and Agrim, respectively. Stella spoke with Arteno about his feelings of uselessness around the party, not being able to fight with them. Stella assured him that if he chose to fight, she would at least support him. Afterwards, the Starkiss jar needed to be emptied. They were successful, but ultimately cutting it very close. As that horrifying ordeal went on below deck, Akia talked with Agrim while leaning against the rails of the sand skimmer. As their conversation trailed on, Akia became more and more distraught by his responses and the way he thought of himself. As she stood there in stunned silence, Gully asked Akia to sniff him, and that innocent question spiraled so hard that Gully ended up in a panic attack and passing out. The crew aided him in rest, and after getting him situated, Akia and Stella had the idea of dual steering the sand skimmer. Even though it worked, and they sailed for quite a while, the difficulties of steering the ship was very palpable. As night fell and the cold air fell upon the dunes, our party turned in for the night. The next morning, Stella found Gully above the deck, and after a heart-wrenching conversation, or one-sided conversation, Stella was left alone on the deck to fix the sails before the sun rose. And, Stella, you are fixing the sails, right?
Yeah. When will anything happen?
After standing there in stunned silence for a while, you proceed to fix the sails, making sure that they're all patched up, and none of them are going to tear along your journey. As time passes you by, as you are working incredibly focused on your stitching, the sun slowly starts to peer its head. And I would say at that point, Akia, you also wake up.
I feel like Akia would immediately go to check up on Gully in his room. Very quietly, because if he's sleeping, if she thinks he's still sleeping, she doesn't want to wake him up.
Oh yeah. You guys are all in the same room in this cabin. Like, you're all right next to each other, pretty much. But you would see that Gully is currently sleeping within his hammock.
I feel like she'd either sit or stand by his hammock and kind of watch over him for the time being. Still feeling that guilt, even though everybody tried to tell her it's not her fault, but that guilt that spiraled him to go into that panic attack.
You feel the wear and tear of that moment. It kind of eats away at you. But you stand there watching Gully, observing him as he sleeps. You see his chest slowly rises and falls as he seems to be slumbering vaguely peacefully. You see his eyebrows are a little strained. Is that all you want to do?
Yeah. She's just gonna linger there.
I'd say eventually Arteno wakes up, also sleeping right next to you guys, and Arteno just, good morrow, and he does a big stretch.
She kind of like slightly bows her head and she's like, good morning.
Good morning, Akia. How was your rest?
Good.
I see you're looking after Gully.
Yeah. Want to make sure he's okay.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
I hope so.
Arteno, does Akia look visibly worried?
Yeah. You can see that little frown in her eyebrows as she's like very concerned.
He reaches over while you sit next to Gully, and stand next to Gully, and he just rubs your head a little and like tousles your hair. And then he pulls a barrel for you to sit on.
Oh, thank you.
He smiles. There's no need to be tired while you take care of someone. Do not worry. It truly wasn't your fault. People's emotions are complicated, Akia.
Yeah. Thank you. Again.
He gives you a nod, and I think he pats you on the back before heading up onto the top of the deck, leaving you and Gully to sit. And as we pan to the top of the deck, Stella, I think at this point, after 4 hours, a good 4 hours have passed of you weaving, you are absolutely done with a majority of the sails.
Oh, good. I think, Stella kind of backs away for a second, realizing how long I've been working on this for. Noticing the sky around me.
Yeah, you see just the bright desert sun beating down on you. The dunes glimmering as you sit on one of these rafters above everything else. And with that blazing sun, the burning heat.
I'm taking off my shawl. So there's like, is there still noticeably any like tears, or did I pretty much get most
I
of
would
it?
say the visible tears, absolutely. You have fixed most of them, if not all.
Okay. Then I guess I would just get down. Should I count a use of wild shape for that?
Yes, for both getting up and
For
getting
both?
down.
Okay. I could do that.
That's 2 of your wild shapes done, right?
Yep, that's all of them.
Oh, mama. But as you get down and you successfully land across the deck, you see that Igrim once again swinging his sword wildly as if he is sparring a figure that isn't there.
Can I just feel the force of these swings?
With each swing, you do feel like the wind kind of knock back. Like it just... And you feel the pressure of his blade. But you also notice something very different about Igrim's fighting. Do you want to roll me an insight check?
Yes. That's appropriate. That's a 9.
That's a 9?
Great.
Guidance. No, I'm kidding. Uh,
Let me know what you are.
you just
With her
whisper under your breath.
curiosity.
You just whisper under your breath. Stars bless me. No, I'm kidding. But as you look on to Grim, you notice that his fighting feels different. There's something about it that you can't place your finger on, but something feels different about the way he's moving.
Huh. Goodness, what are you preparing for, Grim?
Igrim holds his sword. You see that it sweeps one last time, and he stops. You feel that gush of wind, and then you see as he sheathes the sword, and he looks forwards, like at you, and he just does a hand sign that kind of very clearly says everything.
I suppose that's fair. Do you ever take breaks?
Igrim shakes his head.
Ah, I see. I suppose that's why you are as tough as you are.
He gives you a little thumbs up and then taps his chest.
He taps his chest.
Like, that's my hard work.
Oh.
It almost feels like a
Prideful.
little prideful, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I see should.
I think those little moments of seeing even a little bit of expressiveness from a Grim makes me happy. Yes, you've had a long time to train. A longer time than I could ever comprehend, I think.
He nods. Igrim, I think, pulls out a piece of paper from the bundle that Akia gave him. And he writes down... Like, he comes over to the railing and kind of gestures you forwards towards him.
Okay, I follow along.
He writes down, "Your people. Your people used to live long lives. Longer than anyone else's. Centuries, but a moment in their eyes.
My people?
He, instead of writing it down, he just points at your ears.
Oh. Oh. We lived longer than others?
He nods.
Oh.
He writes down, "People's lives are fleeting, more fleeting than they ever have been.
So we've all been brought to the same level. Well, besides yourself, I suppose.
He nods.
Grim, what are you? I lean on the railing like, what are you?
You
Kicking
just
my
lean
feet,
on the
twirling my
railing.
hair.
What are you?
Twirls hair.
You, as you ask that question, Igrim gives a stare to you. It looks like he's thinking. And without much of a delay, he just writes down, "A grim is a grim. I am the blade that never ceases."
It's... It's hard to imagine you ever experiencing youth before. It just sounds like you've had years of experience of fighting and not much else. But I could be wrong. I don't really know you all too well.
He writes down, "A grim is born of blood. When blood fell upon the earth, a grim was born. And a grim exists to spill blood."
I kind of tilt my head at that. I see. But things like drawing, is that something you do for fun? Or a hobby of some kind? It seems
You
like you
see-
like other things, at least, or one other thing.
I want to mention for the viewers, and Stella, I don't think you would see this, but Arteno hides around one of the posts of the sails and just stares intently.
He's like, "Ooh, I want to know. Where's
Ooh,
this
this
going?"
is juicy.
Oh, we know he wants to know.
You see as a grim just pats the paper, and he writes soon after, "What I do in my spare time, what I do is cherish."
Cherish. I see. Well, then at least it sounds like you do something else than spill blood.
He writes down, "I cherish things akin to a grim. Things that stand. Things that won't fade. You will die. Everyone here will die. Those things and I, we are akin." And you recall that a grim has only ever drawn objects.
Mm-hmm. I see. I think there has to be more to you than just living and fighting. Surely. I mean, you have thoughts of your own, right?
He just shakes his head. He writes this down, obviously. "I am a blade. I go where I must."
What? For someone who is very solitary, as far as I've observed, what led you to the Bloodletters, of all things? An organization of people.
Igrim writes down, "A path to strike my blade into its heart."
Its heart?
He nods. I think at that point, Igrim would put the papers away into his bag. And he points at the sun that is currently drifting above, and he points forwards.
Understood. We must keep pressing on.
He nods and gives you a thumbs up.
I just kind of stare at him for a second. I know he told me he is a Grimm. But what does that really mean? That's the thought I have to myself.
And that thought is yours to have. I would say that after that, Igrim begins to walk down into the deck, and Akia, you would hear his heaving footsteps creaking against the wood as he comes downstairs, and he points at you, and then he points up.
Okay. She kind of just
Means
whispers.
business.
Oh, he does. She kind of just whispers, "Goodbye, Gully," and then she goes upstairs.
Igrim points at Gully, and he makes like this movement of like, I'm going to shake him.
Oh. Can I try doing it gently?
He shakes his head.
As in yes or no?
No.
Oh.
He points at Gully, and then he makes a fist, and then he points at you.
Oh.
And then he shakes his head like no.
Thanks for helping a girl out.
And Akia, do you stay down while Igrim is doing
Yes.
this?
Oh god.
She's like awkwardly in a corner just watching, like very nervously. She's like fiddling with her fingers.
You see as Igrim grabs the like hammock, and he just like shakes like hard enough that you see Gully spring awake. And you see as Gully's eyes have that kind of glossy like feeling to them, and you see as he instantly goes to strike Igrim. And let me roll for this actually.
Her hands immediately come to her mouth and just like, oh no! Damn, that could have been me.
That could have been you. True. You see as Gully punches against Igrim's armor, you hear a thunk, and then you hear a hollow reverberation of metal, and then you just hear Gully go, "Ow!"
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, Gully!
What was that?
Igrim taps his armor.
Yeah.
Gully goes,
Can't panic
"Okay,
like this."
wow. What's going on? Igrim?
He was waking you up.
Igrim just like points upwards and then points at Gully.
you
okay?
up.
I think if I... Ow! Are you telling... Oh, good. You see Gully kind of, like, pinches the bridge of his nose with realization.
Akia's eyes is just darting from side to side, to looking at Grim, looking at Gully, looking at Grim, looking at Gully.
Yeah, Grim just walks upstairs very casually.
Oh.
By the way, Akia, I have to let you notice this. Grim's cape is waving, even beneath deck.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are
Everywhere
you?
he goes.
But Igrim walks up the stairs, and he gestures for all of you to come up deck.
For real, is your hand okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. He just kind of closes his eyes for a second, and you see as his hand is trembling.
I'm sorry, Gully.
No.
I didn't know it could lead to what happened. I thought it was normal, but I guess it's not.
You're okay. I knew that there was something wrong with me. And I just didn't know that it could affect you all. I didn't know that I was throwing punches, half conscious, at you, at Stella. I didn't know my fist was aimed at anything other than an enemy. I felt it before, but I didn't know. And Gully just puts his hand on your arm. I don't want to hurt people that I consider as my friends.
Of course, we all know that. You don't have a conscience when it happens, so it's not your fault. Please don't think it's your fault.
I just feel a little like a liability when I'm like this.
I mean, if we want to be technical, we can all be liabilities. Stella's carrying a jar of hell. Artendo easily can die.
As soon as you say that, as soon as you say Stella is carrying a jar of hell, you see as Gully's face, he just closes his eyes and does the speed smile as he just looks up.
So, we are all liabilities.
You know what? I see that now.
I don't know what I'm doing. So, like...
Akia. It's worse.
Oh!
That's worse.
Oh!
However, I appreciate the mentality. I appreciate the talk.
Cool.
But if I strike one of you as hard as I just struck a Grim, I don't think that would be okay.
It will hurt really bad, but I won't hold it against you. Just heal me right after. And Then we're
Yes.
even.
Will do. I don't even have much muscle, so I don't think it would hurt that bad.
Well, I'm weak. So.
You know what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, yes.
On the same boat.
Let's go up before Grim yells at us.
What yelling is he gonna do?
I don't know.
I think as he says that, he gets up and starts walking.
He could be yelling at something.
Gully lets out a little, nose laugh as he
Yes!
walks up the deck. And, something you do notice, Akia, is that the way Gully is moving, it seems like he's more used to being off balance because of his arm. It seems like he's getting somewhere with his stability. He didn't even need help getting up.
Ooh! She kind of, you can see that she lightens up a little bit and kind of has a little small smile seeing that he's getting the hang of things. As she follows up behind him.
You guys both head upwards and into the scorching hot rays of the desert sun. And you guys can begin your final day of travel.
Thank God!
Or your second rest day. I wouldn't say final day of travel. You guys could be traveling for longer.
Damn!
Damn!
I just had a funny thought.
What?
I just imagine Stella going like, "Good morning, Akia. Good morning, Gully. Oh, hi, Arteno. When'd you get here?"
No, because I was thinking, what if someone came up behind me and was like, "What are you doing?"
Arteno definitely looks like he just, after Igrim walked away, he just flipped onto his back and he was just braced up against the pole, he was just chilling. He was looking at his nose. Good morning.
Funny seeing you here.
But I think Gully goes to take his place on the head of the ship so he can steer for you guys.
Yay! Yeah.
As
That's for the better.
yeah, as Gully heads upwards, he looks at the spear jammed into the top of the deck's railing with the map, and he was like, "Oh, I guess that fixes my problem."
It took a lot of yelling.
Oh yes, that's from when we were staring together.
Together? Oh, you did mention something like that.
Yeah, we were able to do it together.
Yes. Half on one side, half on the other side.
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
We did okay.
Yes.
I definitely can see that. The ship isn't split in half and we're not all dead across the sand, so it is good.
Yeah! We did awesome.
We did. We really did.
I think Gully would stand at the wheel and you would hear it drain his magic. You hear as the ship, the sails blow outwards, and you see as the turning wheel at the back of the ship begins to as it treads sands, and you guys begin to move across the desert once more. Gully this time able to navigate perfectly. And as you guys are moving, as you guys are sailing across the desert, is there anything you guys would like to do during your free hours?
I feel like Akil would just sit down and enjoy the very little view we got, because it's mostly sand.
It's a lot of sand.
But just relax after yesterday.
I think I want to just also kind of sit, but I want to observe the star streak a little bit.
Okay, absolutely. You sit on like the railing of, or like the stairs leading up to the top, and you observe the star streak. How are you exactly observing it? What are you looking for?
I think I'm kind of thinking back to that one time when I was sitting at that cave and the star streak was kind of just sitting in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still hear static?
No, not right now. The star streak just ambiently drifts across.
Huh.
It seems to orbit you like normal.
Can I just like... This feels like a stupid thing to do because it feels so obvious. But
Do it.
can I don't know if this is gonna lead anywhere. Can I use detect magic on it? I just put this spell in my thing.
I gotta use this.
Hey,
Yeah, go ahead. What's the lettering of detect magic for me?
It says, for the duration you sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet of yourself. If you sense such effects, you can take the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears the magic. And if the effect was created by a spell, you learn the spell's school of magic.
Okay. So, you want to cast detect magic and learn if there's any spells or anything that is coming from the star streak?
Yeah, like what makes it what it is? What makes it able to orbit and things like that?
What makes it that way? Okay. So detect magic just gives this to you, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. All right. So, as you cast detect magic on it, what does that look like?
What does that look like?
I just imagine something really cute.
What is it? Go ahead, I got nothing.
You create arcane spectacles over your eyes.
Oh my god, yes.
Just like these arcane
Star
glasses.
glasses.
And you can oh my god, star glasses. Or I was imagining like these big circle of glasses with like the constellation over them.
Oh, that's cute. Oh my
Nerd.
god, yes.
Yeah.
I like
There's
that.
like a little dangling chain that has like star decorations on it.
I gotta draw that.
But-
That's cute.
It's really
Yes.
cute. You're welcome. Artist to artist communication.
Draw your OC.
Draw your OC. Draw my OC. Anyway, as you look deeper into the star streak, as you see through this starry lens, through it, you see a field of stars that are delicately dangling across the star streak. It seems to appear almost like the star streak has its own orbit of this invisible arcana. It comes from the crystal within that pokes through the stony and rigid exterior, and you see as it flows into the atmosphere back into another crystal. And you would know that this school of magic, or you would now learn that this school of magic is celestimancy.
Oh. Celestimancy.
Do you want to roll me a history check to see what Stella knows about Celestimancy? I will say it could be a pretty low DC. I'll give you the DC before you roll. DC 12.
DC 12. Okay.
DC 12. A little hard, not too much.
You got this, you got this, you got this, you got this.
Oh, great. Oh, you know what? Let me use guidance.
Guidance.
Guidance!
You would need a 4 to pass.
Come on.
Ah, 3.
Gotta be
A 3?
joshing.
So that's an 11?
Yes.
With your patchy memory about Celestimancy and...
Wait,
and-
no.
Hmm?
9 plus 3 is 12.
Oh! I can't do math, guys.
We know math, guys. We know math.
We're
how
so good at this.
It's how I agree.
All right.
I went, damn.
Yeah, you agree with me so fast, dude. I can't do math. I promise.
math
That's why I have the
either.
game.
You said it
That's
so
why
confidently. You were like, you need a 4. I'm like, oh, okay, I need a 4. And then I was like, yes, I got 9 plus 3.
D&D 9 plus 3 is 12, I guess. So let's get into it. Okay. Celestimancy is the combination of all 3 schools of magic, all methods of magic. What it basically is this... How would I describe this? Okay. I'm going to give you a bunch of lore about Celestimancy because the reason the DC was lower than normal is because Stella's family would have told Stella about this. This is knowledge that you had, but maybe it was when you were more small. That's why it's hard to recall. But you rolled the DC, so you get it. Celestimancy exists in 2 forms. The form of the fallen and the form that still dwells in the sky. When Duvarg, the Demon King, still drew breath, stars were seldom seen within the sky. Besides, in places that scraped the sky itself, like the peaks of the Evian Mountains. The day he was killed, the sky was so beautiful that every star speckled in every part of it, looking like rays of the sun cutting through the dense canopies of a forest. It was gorgeous. Communication between the stars is via Celestimancy. Your prophetic inclinations, the constellations you see, the way that your father works is Celestimancy.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
As for the 2 parts of Celestimancy, the one that you are most familiar with is the communication aspect, which is the form of the dwelling in the sky. This form is rarely seen in people other than the Star Druids, because you guys have the stars in your blood, imbibed deep within your soul. The other form, the form of the fallen, is the Star-kissed grounds, basically. They are people that attune to them and manipulate them, but they all go mad or die.
Oh.
That is the most information I can give you.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
That is what Celestimancy is.
Okay, I guess I can't really ask questions, but I will be wondering.
And when I said that Celestimancy was born of all 3 methods of magic, that means you can naturally be born a Celestimancer, like your father and like your brother, or you can learn to read the stars and manipulate or like to gather readings of the stars. You can learn that. That's a skill. Divination. And then the last one is just, it is like manipulation of the heavens, which is what you're gathering the star streak is.
Stella's family used to be cool as fuck.
For real, what the heck?
Y'all awesome!
Remembering this information and thinking about what I have right now makes me feel even more connected to home than I realized. And I especially linger on the part about the fallen, considering what I have in my hands, so to speak, to try to become someone who can attune to the Star-Kissed, or try to understand it more.
But you know the fate of people who do that very well.
Yes.
I will say, you will know that there is one person that your father directly told you about who became a Star-Kissed, who became a Celestimancer of the Fallen.
Oh?
You would have heard him speak about an uncle of yours on your mother's side. That uncle dove deep into the Star-Kiss and drank of its forbidden knowledge. In those twisted, ground-fallen stars, even though for a time he gained powers akin to your father, gradually, slowly, his body pulled apart. His form changed. Whatever knowledge he sought corrupted him whole, consuming him, until he was nothing more than a mindless monster.
Oh. Gulp? I think I
But
do
whatever
kinda start
knowledge
to-
he did see was something that he could not look away from.
I almost wonder if he's seeing the same visions I did. I do kind of start to sweat a little, I think. Not only because it's hot, obviously, but just knowing that even the people who have found somewhat success in understanding the Star-Kissed have also fallen to it. Which doesn't really sound very productive.
Unless you can be the first to fully manipulate it.
That is an interesting thought, isn't it?
I would say that's probably knowing Stella, I would say that's maybe a thought she would have.
Yeah, it totally
Yeah.
is. But what if?
No.
Right? But what if?
So, is there anything else you guys would like to do? Or as you finish investigating, you think about that information for a while?
I think I'm just gonna linger on that for a while.
Alright. As you linger on it, as you think about it, the day begins to go by as you both take this relaxing stance, choosing and opting not to do anything for today. Am I right?
Yep.
We've been
Okay.
through enough.
I guess I've been doing As the sky reaches its apex, as the sun reaches its apex, hung over the sky, the gleaming fervor of it beats down upon the sands. The heat distorts the distance. The sweat drips down your chins as the heat feels incredible. It is like being in a microwave. It is hot. You guys continue to move. At a certain point, Gully starts feeling a little exhausted, but you guys continue to trek forwards as at least the wind from the sails cools you down just a bit more. It's especially hitting Gully. But as the day continues, Akia, you said you were looking off the side of the ship. Are you still doing that even after a couple hours?
Probably. She's just zoned out.
As you're zoned out looking over the dunes, can you give me a perception check, please?
What if I said no?
Well, then you're not perceiving. And that's fine.
Oh no. That was a 19 at one point. Fuck!
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That's a 2. That's
In your only eye, a grain of sand from the desert, as it's being sifted through the ship, flies into it, and you just close your eye really hard. And for the rest of you, Stella, I'm guessing you're not. You suddenly hear as Igrim steps up on the wood of the ship and then leaps into the sand.
What? What? I'm looking over.
As you look over and as Akia, you clear the sand out of your eye, and Gully goes, "Fucking hell!" The ship comes to a halt as it screeches across the sand as a Grim has jumped off the boat. And you see him running towards something that you didn't see.
How far is the jump down?
It's like a 20-foot drop down. Igrim just tucks and rolls.
Why did that click? Oh!
Oh.
You fucking... Oh!
Accidental perception check. It's
Well,
got a 20.
I was gonna ask you to make one again, so we use that.
Great! Oh my god, yes!
So, Stella, do you want to
I'll
give me
take
one
it.
more?
Yeah, perception?
To see if you can see why Igrim jumped off the ship?
She clears out.
24!
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Igrim doesn't take any damage. He manages to tuck and roll pretty well. As you both, Jesus, 20s across the board, you would see that in the nearby dunes, a little bit further out of your range, like where you would be focused on, obviously you guys are going forwards, you wouldn't be looking here, you see that a white-clad 3-creen, looking almost horrific, bleeding before exalted creatures. Its back is pressed against the sand. You see, and the reason you know that this isn't a Seraph is that it's covered in red blood.
Oh!
Oh.
You see a group of
Wait.
Seraphized, exalted creatures backing it into a corner, and a Grim is currently rushing at their location.
Oh, that doesn't
Goodness,
look good.
Grim. Let's get down.
How did he see that?
I'm going to try to get down
His
as
aura
quick
farming is
as
also
possible.
looking.
Whoa. He's actually
All right.
doing something.
Guys, roll me initiative.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, Grim actually rolled bad.
You've got to be fucking
That's
with
a
me.
2.
Oh, Oh,
so
good lord, we all
far.
rolling bad. We all rolling bad. Let me roll for Gully.
Gully, please, Gully, please, Gully, please, Gully, please.
Wow, that's actually really good.
Oh
he
my
rolled
God.
a 15.
Boy.
Oh my god, nice.
All right,
God
and I will be
bless.
starting combat. Arteno grimaces over the side of the deck as he looks at you guys beginning to funnel off the ship. He looks like he wants to join, but he is being a little bit more cautious. As you guys jump down to the sand, and I will say you guys can definitely take the ropes, unlike a Grim, and risk breaking something.
Yeah.
Gully
built
absolutely looks down and goes, "I'm not doing that," and he climbs down the rope with you guys. And as you guys touch the sand, the scorching sand blazes beneath you, and you guys chase after a Grim.
I love how he thought about it.
He thought about it for a second. He's like, "Man, that's kind of cool."
That would be cool.
Never mind.
But yeah,
Maybe
you see this 3 Kreen in the distance, panting. They are holding on to a spear that looks very, like, it's very designed. It's very, like, ornamented. It's a very pretty spear. And they are holding onto it for dear life as they are fending off the blows from a group of seraphized creatures at their back. They are being swarmed by 4 of them. And speaking of, it's their turn. They are going to attack this creature, this 3 Kreen. All right. That is going to be a nat 1, not hitting. That is going to go to the next one. That is going to be a 24 to hit. That is absolutely hitting. You see this creature that did you guys see the bonefish before? I believe you did. The rigid creatures with scales lining their bodies, these plates. Yeah, they jump through the sand almost as if they are swimming. You see one of them takes its spine, and I don't know if you did, but it lacerates. Yeah, well, they have these almost shark fins that are this like spinal column that rips through its back, and you see they are covered in like dripping ichor. It takes one of these spines, jumps through the sand, and rips it through this 3 Kreen's body, dealing 7 damage.
Hey, I don't like
And
that.
that is going to go to the next one. That is going to go to a coral walker that was nearby and now attacking this 3 Kreen. It raises its shell into the air. That's a 21 to hit, and that is going to be 10 bludgeoning damage to the 3 Kreen. And that is going to go to the last one's turn, and that is going to be a grass walker. 17 to hit. That is going to hit its AC.
Oh
the
my
3
god.
Kreen. And that's an additional 10 damage. You see, as this 3 Kreen is being backed up against a dune, this looks to be nothing more than a child. They are bleeding, and they are huffing and screaming a little bit, but like it's muffled because there is sand being forced into their mouth. That is going to be Gully's turn. After Gully, that is going to be the 3 Kreen. Gully is going to go, okay, I'm healing. And Gully is going to cast a 2nd level healing word upon this 3 Kreen. That is going to be 19 health back to the 3 Kreen. That is going to end Gully's turn, and that is going to be the 3 Kreen's turn. You see this creature stands up from the sand, its small body shivering. And as you guys get a better look at this 3 Kreen, you see they have 2 horns at the top of their head that grow out forwards with a heaving mass. Their head is flat with 2 bulbous black eyes that reflect their surroundings that are coated in tears. Their body shines like ivory white, and they are adorned in regal-looking garb. Blackened silken cloths with silvery accents that glimmer across their edges. And you see that there are these golden bands that grip the top of their horns, growing out of the their head. And the back of their like body looks like it's covered in rounded armor with 2 large wings holstered against them. And for context, I'm going to start calling this character the Pale Stag. The Pale Stag is going to stand upwards, picking itself up slowly, looking at you guys, and it looks like for a moment they have joy, but it's overwhelmed immediately by fear. And he goes, "Thank you." Oh. And it is going to raise the spear, and they are going to launch an attack. That is a 6 to hit. Their quivering arms leave the spear across the sand as they're weakly carrying on. That is going to go to Igrim's turn. Igrim is running straight forward into the battle. He reaches over to one of the bony fish, and that is going to be a 15 to hit, which is not their AC. Igrim, seeing the direness of the situation, he is going to use an action surge to make sure that this thing dies. Nat 20!
Yes!
And
Fuck their
that is
ass
going to
up.
be... That's a 21, but with his feet, that one he rolled turns into a 3. That is going to be 23 damage, instantly killing it.
I love this guy.
It instantly kills the bonefish, and that is going to go... The rest of the damage carries over to the next one, and you see as Igrim's blade slices through one of the bonefish, carries forward with momentum, and cleaves into the shell of another. You see it rips through the spine, spilling golden ichor across the dunes and across his armor. And immediately as Igrim lands into the battlefield, you see as this 3 Kreen goes, "Is that the red scarab?" And Igrim gives a thumbs up.
Damn!
The red scarab too?
That is going
Everybody and
to
their
go
mama.
to Arteno's turn. It cuts to it cuts to Arteno on the bridge of the ship, and he just goes,
Is this the time? Oh, is it?
and he seems to be a little frazzled of if he should join or not. That is your turn, Akia. Next up is Stella.
There is... How many are left? We killed only one, right?
Igrim killed one and critically injured another.
Okay. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast.
All right, make your move.
Ooh, mama, 25!
Oh, mama! And which one is this aimed at?
Oh my.
Huh?
Which creature is this aimed at?
I'm gonna hit another one. Not
There's
the
a
one that's
coral
critically-
walker, a bonefish. Got you. All right, I'm gonna say you aim that at the bone walker or the
Yeah.
coral walker. All right,
Yeah, that one.
roll me that damage.
8.
8 damage. As you come rushing up onto the top of the tallest dune you can that you guys had to carry over, you stop there and you charge up this Eldritch Blast and send it shrieking across the dunes and into the back of this coral walker. You see it cracks the hardened shell of this beast and ichor flows gently. Anything else you would like to do?
No, that should be it.
All right, that's going to Stella's turn.
Alright, so there's how many enemies left now?
3 of them. There is a critically injured
of them?
bonefish, there is a slightly injured coral walker, and a fresh grass fiend. It looks like before you guys came, this stag, the pale stag, was not even doing anything to them.
Oh. Okay.
Our poor boy.
I would like to cast Fairy Fire on
Fairy
this.
fire, all right. On all 3 of them?
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Go for it. What do they
need
have to roll?
Do Dexterity saving throw DC 15.
Okay. The first one, 13, fails. The second one, that is going to be a 15. That's the DC it passes. And the last one is going to get a 12, which fails. 2 of them are fairy fire.
2 of them is
the
good.
bonefish.
Okay.
The bonefish that is critically injured and the grass fiend are both under fairy fire. They are glistening with this cosmic flame.
And that will be the end of my turn.
All right, that is going to the critically injured bonefish. It is going to shift attention towards a Grim, and it is going to launch an attack at a Grim. 24, that actually does hit him. That is going to be 7 damage plus 4. All right. You see as the spines rip into the crevices of a Grim's armor. You see as red blood begins to gush out of a Grim's armor. As this spine goes deep inside. That is going to go to the Coral Walker's turn. It is going to continue to launch an attack at... It is going to launch an attack at the Pale Stag. It is still fixated. That's a 22 to hit, and that is 8 damage towards the Pale Stag. All right. You see immediately, it looks like as this heaving limb comes crashing down on the Pale Stag, their body crumples under the force as they are sprawled out across the sand. And, but they are still awake. That is going to go to the Grass Fiend, which is going to also continue to attack the Pale Stag. 17 to hit, which absolutely hits their AC. And that is going to be 7 more damage. You see as more of this red blood is spilled across the dunes as this small 3-creen shakes violently, holding its staff. You hear it clattering in the distance as this 3-creen backs up hopelessly. That is going to go to Gully's turn. Gully is going to make a... he is going to heal.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got you. Before I forget, I was supposed to do this earlier. Gully has to roll his intelligence save to see if he doesn't enter a rage upon seeing the spilt blood across the battlefield. That's a fail. That's a 4. As Gully goes to heal, his vision gets hazy. He sees the blood and sweat begins to roll down his cheeks, almost as if he is seeing something other than what you are. You see as Gully slides down the dune that you guys were standing on, and instead of healing, he raises his fist and is going to bring that arcane fist into the Coral Walker.
Ooh.
That is going to be a miss. You see it as Gully strikes down into the sands, and he punches down. This giant burst of magically infused anger spills out across the dune, creating a crater. That is going to go to the Pale Stag. The Pale Stag is going to reach forwards and make another strike. This might go bad. It did go bad. That is a 9. It is not able to fend back. You see something is driving this small 3-creen to force itself into this battle. There is a determination in their eyes, and they cast some sort of spell on themselves, and you see as a bit of their wounds begin to go away. That is going to go to a Grimm's turn. After a Grimm is going to be Akia.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to be a 15 to hit the bonefish in front of him. Going to miss. And that's all a Grimm will get to do this turn. Alright, that is going to go to Akia. What do you choose to do?
Okay. If I do shatter, will it hit like Gully, Grim, and the Stag?
What
It's
is
a-
the
10-foot sphere.
on a point that you can decide?
It's from a 60 feet range. So yeah. I think
Six.
so.
Okay, so you decide a point. Yes, you can angle this just perfectly to only get the enemies.
Okay, then yes, I want to do that. They have to do
All right.
a Constitution saving throw 14.
DC 14 saving throw. Constitution?
Yes.
All right. I'm rolling it. That is a 12. I believe that is a failure. That is going
So-
to be a 10, which is a failure. And that is going to be an 8, which is a failure.
They all get
Oh, Gully
the-
had advantage on that swing too.
They all get
Oh yes,
3d8
advantage on anyone who
thunder
has fairy
damage.
fire. Oh my god.
How much do they take?
3d8 thunder
3d8?
damage on a failed
Roll it up.
Holy moly!
Roll it up. Roll it up.
Oh, do it.
And I will re-roll attacks for a Grim and Gully just to see if they did hit.
Okay, not too-
A Grim
they did-
doesn't.
They only get 8 damage though. Boo. Give me more.
And Gully actually did land his strike. So we're gonna retcon that, walk it back a little bit. Gully does hit the Coral Walker with a 17, and he is going to deal 5 damage to it. As you see, its shell cracks under the pressure with all of this electricity flowing through. And that is going to be 8 damage to them. You instantly kill the bonefish that was attacking the stag.
Yes!
That is going to be 8 damage to the walker and 8 damage to the grass fiend, the first bit of damage it's taken. That is the end of your turn, right?
Yes.
All right. Some big damage across the board as this shatter, this force of sound breaks through the dunes, leaving a crater at the bottom. You see these creatures slide into it as they are mangled within. And you see as the bonefish begins to crackle into glass. Stella, you're up.
Okay. Might be a little irresponsible, but how far are we away from like the battle? Like me and Akia,
I would say you guys got 30 feet away from the battle.
30 feet away. Okay. I think I'm going to use Starlight Step and teleport next to the stag.
All right. Yeah, you
And-
absolutely.
Ooh.
I'm going to use second level Cure Wounds.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Roll it up for me.
$19.
19 health back to it. You heal the stag. You see they look back at you and they go, Thank you so much. Oh, I can't afford to die here." And that is going to be the end of your turn.
Yes.
All right. That is going to go to the walker's turn. That is, they are going to go ahead and strike at Gully, who just hit them. All right. That is going to be a 17 to hit Gully, which absolutely hits his armor class. That is going to be 5 damage back to Gully. All right, that is going to go to the next one, the Grass Fiend. The Grass Fiend is going to continue to attack the Stag, raising this blade of grass. It launches down, slams into the shell of the Pale Stag. That is going to be 6 damage back to them. And that is the end of its turn. That is going to go to the next person in initiative, which is Gully. Gully is going to get to rethrow his save because it's only fair if he gets to reroll this every turn. Failure, he is going to punch.
Okay.
That is a 2. He doesn't even get to. You see
Oh.
as... Yeah. Gully swings, he misses. The fiend moves away from him at the last moment, and as this angelic presence dodges out of the way, Gully slams into the sand. That is going to be the Pale Stag's turn. The Pale Stag raises up. Thank you, brave warriors. With your assistance, I'm sure I could pull out of this. And they swing, they miss. The javelin cleaves into the sand. They look discouraged, a little bit frustrated, and you see as those glossy eyes are shedding tears that they quickly wipe away to hide. That is going to be Igrim's turn. Igrim is going to launch an attack. By the way, you casted a spell while the Fairy Fire was going. Fairy Fire is a concentration spell, so you had to drop Fairy Fire on the Grass Fiend. So it is no longer Fairy Fire.
Okay. Okay.
But that's an 18, which absolutely does hit the Grass Fiend anyway. And Igrim is going to be dealing 14 damage straight to the Grass Fiend, and that is going to carry over to the Coral Walker as well. As you see, Igrim launches a spinning slash through the dunes, cleaving them both in half. And as they both drop and crackle onto the floor, that is the last enemies defeated. Thank you, brave warriors.
Thank goodness you're all right. How did you find yourself in that situation?
You see this small stag looks down, almost with this demeanor of shame. That's a long story. I don't think I should waste your time.
Oh, not at all. We were just concerned is all.
You see as the pale stag goes, before that, I should introduce myself. My name is Asbothia. I'm the princess of the kingdom of Leyden. I came out here to try to hone my strength, to become stronger. You see the spear quivers within their hand.
I remember we've met another 3 Cream before. Can I
Yes.
try to remember if Leyden is the place that they mentioned?
Go ahead. You can roll me a history check. And Aki, I'd say at this point you
16.
slide down the dunes to come down where they are.
Yeah, she's like, is everybody okay?
Igrim gives a thumbs up, and Gully is face down in the sand.
Oh. I heal.
Gully.
Does he look like bad?
Oh no, he doesn't look that bad.
Okay.
He doesn't look that bad.
I feel like she's just crouched down next to him and is just like poking him. Gully, you better not be dead. Gully.
No,
Gully.
no. Gully spits out sand. No, I lost myself for a moment there, and I
Oh, thank
ended up in the
God.
sand.
Not that you lost
And then I
yourself.
felt embarrassed.
Oh, it's okay. She starts like patting him. It's okay, Gully. You fought really cool, though.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Okay, up.
I'm glad I was at least
Up.
Oh.
He spits out more sand. Gully looks like, you know that wet cat with the milk all over its face? Gully looks like that, but with like sand.
Oh, our poor Gully. I need a drawing of him like that.
Yes.
I'd say
Oh my god.
at that point Arteno even comes down from the ship and he very like quickly runs through the dunes looking both ways.
Yeah.
And he's doing kind of, oh my god, I'm full of references today. He's doing that like Captain Jack Sparrow run.
Yeah.
But
My
as he
king.
gets to the dune that you guys are on, he just goes,
I'm glad it was another fortuitous battle yet again. Igrim, do you often jump from moving things like that? This is for future reference.
Igrim just shrugs.
When I feel like it.
Probably.
I'd say yes.
It will probably happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Asmothea just kind of looks around at all of you as you guys have separate conversations.
Yes. Oh, my history check. Do I remember? I rolled a 16.
Well, 16. With a 16, yes, you would definitely remember that the other 3 Kreen was from Leydan.
She remember.
Late done. I've met someone from there.
Probably another one of my kingdom's, strays.
Strays, you say?
It's my
Well,
fault they're fleeing, so I can't blame them for leaving.
Oh,
Oh.
goodness. Well,
Why?
If we don't mind,
Well,
do you...
one thing at a time. Do I see any discernible places in the distance?
Asmothea was just like pointing over like to a discernible place that you guys would have cruised by because the dunes are towering. Very like it's a little bit further past the dunes. You would see a pillaring tower within the distance.
Oh, I see.
Over there's Leyden. If you guys would like to perhaps go back there for a chat, or I could go on your ship or something. Just so we don't stand out here and get attacked.
Well, of course we can go over there. You came quite a ways out here.
You see it. Yeah, listen, Asmothea is a little baby.
Little baby.
Asmothea begins to walk over to Leyden, with you guys trailing close. It is quite the walk. Like over there, it's like I'd say it's about like a 2-hour journey. Asmothea came pretty far.
Are we taking the ship or?
As you say, Stella probably asked about that, right?
Yeah. Are we gonna take the ship? I feel like that would be much faster.
Oh, I'm all juiced out. That's up to you guys.
Oh, I've got some spells left in me. I could do it.
As long as your arcana is sufficient, that should be good enough.
I can try.
Oh, am I going to see the dual wielding of the ship?
Oh my god,
Now?
yes!
We can show
Great.
him a maneuver.
We're awesome.
Maneuver. Okay.
Yeah, you guys take Asmothea over to the ship. And I'd say as you guys begin to do your maneuver where you both steer the ship over to Leyden,
Less screaming.
Asmothea less screaming. Asmothea gathers you guys around and they just begin to unfold a little bit.
wasn't meant to be the ruler right now. But, the previous king, my father, he's gone. It's me and the throne, and
Asmothea looks down at the floor.
a beast unimaginable, lurking below the kingdom.
And as Asmothea says that, that is where we will end today's session.
No!